What happens if we take all the noise and all those distractions away? You should be able to know how to do the work like everybody else. This was the expectation that was on me, was that I should be able to do everything like everybody else. What people didn't realize and understand was as I sat there in the chair, not only was it hard for me to sit still because of my bubble trouble, making me move all the time, whether I knew I was moving or not, as that was happening, the lights above me were flickering, grabbing my attention, going, hello! The kid to the side of me was tapping their pencil, that was grabbing my attention, going, hello! The girl to the left of me, who had way too much perfume on, grabbing my attention, going, hello! The tags on my clothes, the way the seat felt, all of this stuff was happening, grabbing my attention, going, hello, making it very difficult for me to focus and understand what was going on. At the same time, I also have problems with processing. So to understand the information, you have to know what the information is, remember it, make sense of it, and then relay it again later on. When I would go to school, we'll use this as an example, this is my head and this is my mouth. So here, I would get all this information. I would learn how to, go to math class and learn to cross, multiply, and divide. And then after that, I'd go on to cooking class. And in cooking class, I'd make muffins. Then I'd move on into language arts, learning to read and write, do different paragraphs. Then I'd move on into gym class, learn how to throw a baseball, learn how to throw a football, get all this information. Go back to math class, and the teacher would say, Myles, what are the steps to cross, multiply, and divide? We went over this earlier today. I saw you do it, so I know you can do it. What are the steps? And what would come out of my mouth? Did I have the information in my brain? Yep. But was it in categories? Was it in files? Was it easily retrievable? No. When I went through the information and I was able to do routine and repetition, I could be successful because I did it again and again and again. I'd understand it. So I'd have success. People would see me succeeding and go, look, you did it. Good job. And I'd be like, yes, I did. I did do it. But then I couldn't do it later on again that day. Or I couldn't do it the next day. And what happens if I can't remember how to do the information and I can't do my homework? We see FASD, the sensory issues. We see FASD, the problems with processing. We see FASD, the problems with developmental versus chronological development. We look at what looks like behavior and we jump straight to punishment. Myles, you didn't do your homework. You are being punished by not being able to play in the basketball game tonight. That one thing that you're really good at, that you look forward to all day long, the one thing that makes you feel normal, because you went home last night and chose not to sleep, because you came here and decided that you would let the lights bug you, that you would let the smells bug you, that you came here and thought way ahead on how you would annoy the teachers, frustrate the students, have nobody like you, because you chose to do all that, your bad behaviors have led you to the consequences and punishments of no basketball for you. This is how I felt. These were things I couldn't control. I can't control the sensory issues. I can't control the fact that I can't process things. I can't control the fact that I don't always remember stuff. And then I would be told, but you did it yesterday. And my parents would be frustrated, and teachers would be frustrated. But think about, you're frustrated? Can you imagine how hard and frustrating it is for me? Because yes, I leave home, and then my parents go on and do the rest of their stuff that day. And I go to school, and now the teachers are frustrated at me, and then the students are frustrated at me. I am constantly living in this world where people are frustrated at me. You're frustrated and annoyed for a couple hours. Imagine waking up every day going, great, gotta go back to this place where I'm gonna be a complete failure. Gotta go back to this place where I'm not gonna succeed on what society says success is. We need to understand what is going on with an individual with FASD, so we're not looking at it as bad behavior and punishment. Are they unable to pay attention due to the bubble troubles? If putting a hoodie on to block out those things helps, and I get the work done, is that not okay? If I'm doodling while you're talking, and I get the work done, is that not okay? If I need to be in a different classroom because the lights are too bright or there's certain smells, is that not okay? But how do we know this? We have case conferences, we have meetings, we work all together on what he needs. This is what he needs. I think he should do well if we do this. He'll probably succeed if we do this. Has anyone went and talked to him? If you talk to me, I could tell you, I'm okay in this class, but when we go in this class, those lights just bug me. Okay, well, if we stay in this class then, is that okay? Sure. I'm going to be in detention anyways. Let's make another extra period of the day for me to do the homework. So I don't have to go home and forget how to do it and have my parents frustrated at me. That way I'm not coming back to school with nothing done and the teacher's frustrated at me. We've used this extra period to get the work done so I can succeed. I need people to understand that and see that, to make sense of it, to make sense of me.